Yeah. What is, oh, that is awful setting. It's like, oh. Is that? No. There we go. What is up, people? It's Habanero 1, Abby. Habanero 2 is at Star Wars again. Okay, so the first type of the first type of person that I'm going to talk about today is the person that, like, seeks attention all the time, It's like, so you're in class, right? And you're sitting there, say you're in math class, okay? You're sitting there and you're just like chilling, best friend sitting next to you, and you're just like, so like drawing around, playing, and the teacher's like talking, right? And say you get study hall at like 1:15, right? Well, she lets us off normally have study hall then, but oh no, she went over 1 minute. And she's like, does anyone have any questions? And then this kid's like in the background, they're just like, questions. And then this one kid, there's always that one quid, quid. There's always that one quid. There's always that one kid who raises his hand and is like, yeah, he raises his hand. The teacher's like, yes, let's say this kid's name is Jeffrey, okay? Yes, Jeffrey, how may I help you? It's study hall, and the time is like 1:20 now, and we were supposed to get off at like 1:15 to have a break, and now it's like 1:20, you owe us 5 minutes. And then you're just like sitting there like, shouldn't have done that. She's gonna take away even more study hall. And then you have like a big argument, and everyone else is just like, shut up. And then them two are just like talking it out, like, well, I have study hall when I want to have study hall, Jeffrey. It's not your place to go talking about having study hall. And then don't even get me started. So this friend that I sit next to, we were like talking before class, and Jeffrey tells me to shut up. Well, Rachel, it was actually Rachel. Rachel sitting next to me. She stands up and she goes, "You want to fight?" And it was funny at the time. It still is funny. There's that second kid who's just sitting there, reading, like, wow, yeah, that's great, the shy kid, and that's always sits in the back, reads his book, or her, I'm not, yeah, so it could be him or her, reading the book, and the teacher calls on you, and you're just like, yo, Sharon, what's 5 plus 7? And she looks up and she's like, huh? What? What's the question? And you're trying to get her to talk, you're just like, come on, Sharon, and she's like, 12? And you're like, I'm sorry, what? I couldn't hear you. And she's like, 12? And she's like a mouse. She doesn't speak. Don't want to lose my spot. She didn't speak at all. She's like, or he is like, 12? And then you're just like, oh my God, speak up. We hear you. We hear you at lunch. And you're just like, no, she wouldn't like that. But then in class, you're just like, hi. Wait, that's number 2. Number 3 is that talkative kid that does not shut up. That's me, okay? Like, for example, I sit with Rachel during math, right? And I sit across from her in Spanish, right? And so you're like sitting there, teacher is like is explaining directions in Spanish, and you're just like sitting there like, okay, I don't understand this, so I'm just gonna get my friend to explain it, who's on the other side of the classroom. And you're sitting there and you're just like, Rachel, Rachel, hey, Rachel, 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 Rachel. And then you raise your hand, and the teacher's like, Abby, what do you want? And I'm like, oh, I'm just, I'm fixing my hair, doing my, fixing my glasses, doing my hair. And then she looks, and she's like, well, shut up. And then you're just like, Rachel, Rachel, what's number 1? Do you get this? Rachel, help, 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 help. And you're just like, everybody is around you like, shh. And you're just like, rude, And then in math, I'm like sitting there like talking with Rachel, and I'm pretty sure everyone around us hates me. And it doesn't help we're doing trigonometry and I don't understand it. Yeah. So that's kid. Why do I keep saying kid? That's the 3rd type of person. The 4th type of person is that kid, that you don't really like. No. I'll start that one later. The people in the hallway that make out. And it's like, what the? Like, you're walking to class, you have your books, you're just like, la 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 la, I'm walking to class. And then, like, right in front of you, there's, like, these people right in front of your locker. And they're just like, I know, yeah. And you're just like, hey, don't want to disturb, but I need to get in my locker, I'm just gonna, can I reach under, and just sort of like, no, okay, you're just gonna slobber too, and then what makes it worse is they like start making out, and I'm just like, okay, let's just turn to the left, like, go do this somewhere else, and like, you don't want to be rude about it, but what are you gonna do? Because you sort of can't yell at them and be like, stop making out, dude, in front of my locker. It's not fair. Oh, God. Oh, okay, yeah, so that's that. What am I on? There's the shy kid. 40, we'll say I'm on 40 or 27. That type of kid that hangs out with you nonstop, and you're just like, yeah, that's great, go find someone else to annoy, and yeah. And so you're walking around, you're trying to hang out with your friends, and that kid comes up to you, and is just like, hey, what you doing? And you're just like, I'm busy talking with a friend, bye. And then they're just like, oh, okay. So then you're like talking back around, you're just like, yeah, she's so annoying, and she doesn't leave me alone. And like the whole time that kid's sitting there next to you, and you know it, and you're just like trying to put the message across, and that kid's like, Abby, I'm your biggest fan. And you're just like, dude. And you're just like, yeah, go away. I don't like you. But you don't want to be mean about it. And also, some of y'all might be wondering why I have glasses on instead of my contacts. It's because I tore one of my contacts this morning, and I didn't want to be that person, that's like, yeah, because I had one working, and I didn't want to be that person like, yeah, yeah, I think, yeah, and so, yeah. Anyway, Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, click the subscribe button down below. Tell me your favorite part of the video, what you want me to do next time, what I could probably work on, and your favorite zoo animal. Bye!